Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're on the downtown Paphos Promenade. The only thing that's missing is Miss Ochin Gracievian booth, because there's the little fisher boy and he's looking very, very sad indeed. But if you look out yonder into the blue Mediterranean Sea, we've got some pirates coming into town. Of course, that's the Jolly Roger sailing back into Paphos Harbour. And that is a fun cruise for all of the family, by the way, kicking off at €49 a pop, operated by Paphos Sea Cruises. And of course that will be one of the cruise ships that we will be giving away some free tickets. So yeah, don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and Me. For those of you who listen in now and again, you understand there's a brand new website going to come online in a few weeks' time, marikaandme.com. Remember those words, marikaandme.com. You'll get lots of information. You'll understand a bit more about myself, Mr. Paul, and of course Miss Ochin Gracievian both. And we're going to show you various areas of downtown Paphos and take you on our travels. You'll be able to click through and book in some of the restaurants. And of course, on top of all that, we'll be having many competitions where you will be able to win even a holiday for two. Yeah, you heard me correctly, a holiday for two to downtown Paphos. All your flights will be paid for, anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the UK. You'll be able to get on that big bird, jet into downtown Paphos. Then you'll be picked up at the airport, transported to the hotel, and then all you've got to do is come to the Pelican restaurant in the Paphos Harbour one evening to suit you, but the earlier you do it, the faster you're going to get the remainder of the prize, which of course is €1,000. Yes, you heard me correctly. Mr. Paul is going to give you €1,000 for you to spend in and around downtown Paphos. Perhaps if you want to sup on a pint or two, or perhaps a nice latte. Look, the wooden pub packed to the rafters as usual. That could be the place that you may spend some of that money, or perhaps you might pop into one of the kiosks or a jewellery shop and perhaps buy a diamond ring for that special girl in your life. Perhaps your name could be Sir Matt of the Dyers, or perhaps you pack into the Pathiana Seaview Apartments and book another little event to downtown Paphos, because one thing's for sure, if you're staying in downtown Paphos, you've always got this, which of course is the blue Mediterranean Sea, and it really is a spectacality of a view indeed. There's no doubt about it. Paphos is right at the top of all the tourist destinations in the world. So if you're looking for a great place to come for a weekend, for a week, a fortnight, or perhaps even the rest of your lives, if you happen to be the Nantwich crew, big shout out to my great friend and of course his partner in his crimes, that's our Lord Simon, and of course Lady Jessica, and of course their superstars, the Princess Meghan, and of course my little mate Gangster Max. Let's keep going. We're on the downtown Paphos Promenade. Coming up next is the Azur restaurant. Now, if my Spanish is correct, Lady Andrea, in downtown London, that means blue. And of course, it is looking out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. So, sunset video tonight. Over the palm trees in the distance, you can see that golden glow of the sun. And of course, it's getting ready to depart downtown Paphos. But don't worry, it'll be coming back tomorrow and cooking us all over again. So if you're looking for a great place to get a suntan, downtown Paphos could be that place for you. And if you fancy to get a nice chicken kebab, well, there you go, Mar Blanco Cafe Bistro, doing pretty well, very early in the evening, and that could be one of the free gifts that we give away on what we're going to call the big event. Every Saturday from the end of June, we'll be having a live stream from the Pelican restaurant, and we'll be giving away gifts, and of course you'll be able to enter into the competitions, and we'll be pulling out the winners live on the camera. So if you're looking for some excitement in your life, and of course to win a gift or two, well, don't forget to tune in. If there's any video you're going to watch on the little channel known as Marika and Me, the Saturday night live big event has got to be the one. But of course, you've got to keep looking in now and again to get little bits of tidbits of information about those prizes, and of course, how do you win those prizes? So don't forget to keep on coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. Now, there's a girl come back to the promenade, and I tell you what, if you like harp, this is similar, I suppose, but she's got an amazing talent, and the news and the views are spectacular, as are the rhythms and the sounds. Let's allow her to amuse you for a couple of minutes or two. A girl who's truly perfected her art, and of course if you appreciate it, there is a little coffee cup there. All you've got to do is come along and pop in €1 or two, and you can stand here all night, and she will take all of your troubles away. That is for sure. Let's keep going, because there are one or two other street attractions in downtown Paphos. Now, if you're into tattoos, but perhaps you're not quite sure about getting a permanent one, well, what about getting a semi-permanent one? Because there is a stall right on the Paphos Promenade that is waiting especially for you. He's taking a phone order as we speak, or perhaps he's ordering a Kentucky Fried Chicken or something like that. But if you want to get a semi-permanent tattoo, perhaps there's a wedding coming up, you might fancy something like that. Or perhaps you want something a little bit more simple. Or perhaps you're in love with the man known as Bob Marley. You fancy that one? You can have something very, very simple. There's lots of books here, and of course you can flick through them and choose whatever you fancy. Let's have a look in this one and see what he's got that tickles the eye of Mr. Paul. Perhaps there's one in there that tickles you. Yeah, there's always something, isn't there? Something simple but very, very effective. That could be on your shoulder or your hand or any other part of your body, and he starts off at around about €10. Now, talking about weddings, that's going to be one of our competitions as well. We're going to hook up with MarryMeCyprus.com. Yeah, they're one of the big boys in Paphos. They do more weddings than, well, anybody else. They've been featured on ITV. So a lot of people may even know them. So we're going to link up with them, and we're going to have a competition for you to win that wedding of a lifetime at their little property called La Chateau in the hillside of Taller. We've got a video coming on that in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So here we are outside the Captain's Bistro. They're doing pretty well tonight, there's no doubt about that. And then upstairs is their sister restaurant, which is called the Captain's View. Why is it called the View? Well, it's very, very simple indeed. People get to look out to that. There's benches galore, but of course if you want to go and get a gourmet meal, go up there. Mention the words Marika and me, by the way, and on top of all the views and the great meal, you're going to get a 10% discount. Yep, you heard me correctly. Magic words, Marika and me, 10% straight off your bill. The Mornings restaurant next door, always open from early in the morning until late at night. They have a happy hour, they've got good food, good service, and again, that great view out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, if you fancy a little bit of hair braiding in your life, perhaps the Rastafarian could be that girl for you, because rumour has it that she is one of the best hair braiders in the world, that's for sure. So pop along, have a word with her, some examples and some pictures of her work, but basically you get to choose the twine. There's little bobbles and all sorts of bits and bobs, and you can be wrapped, that's for sure, by the girl known as the Rastafarian. There's one or two hair braiders around, so we're going to feature all of them on the downtown Paphos Promenade. Like I keep telling you, if you've not been to Paphos, get on the internet and book yourself a spectacality of a holiday indeed, or perhaps wait for the marikaandme.com website, and then of course you will have the chance to win the holiday of your dreams, perhaps even the holiday of a lifetime. Now look, one of the new guys on the block, there's a lady waving at us all the way from the UK. There she is, and he's all dressed in blue, a man after my heart as well. Now, if you want a sketch or a caricature, that's where you go. All posing. She's choosing that one. She fancies Rowan Atkinson. That's what she fancies. There we are. He's famous for, well, owning a posh car or two. There's no doubt about that. Have a good holiday, guys. Have a great, great holiday. There he is. How are you doing? You all right? Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
How long have you been back? Just today? Yesterday, was it?
Today, 4 days.
4 days. Are you ready to be busy? Yeah. He doesn't want to work too hard, but now start. Slowly, cigar, as we say. But if you want a caricature, there's one he's done of a couple, and obviously they'll be coming back to collect that very, very soon. Around about €20, and you can get a nice caricature to remember your holiday. 20 for each person, yeah, that's right. He is correcting me. 20 for each person, and I'm sure you can negotiate with him, by the way. If your name's Vin Diesel, well, he'll probably do it for you totally for free. We wish you a great, great night. We've got ours safe, don't worry, because one of these days we're going to open the Marika and me bar, and it's going to go on the wall. So don't worry. The one you did for us is very, very safe. He did a caricature for myself and Marika. I tell you what, it's spectacular. And if you want to see it, by the way, click through to our Buy Me a Coffee page. It's in the background, work of art. While you're there, why not go and buy us a coffee or two? Now, does he need an introduction? I don't think so. He is the greatest Mediterranean sea sail spongeman in the world. So Chris, how are you doing? Do your hair? Are your teeth done?
Yeah, I done my hair.
Yeah.
I look okay.
You don't look bad.
Just to say hello to everybody, especially to Lady Zina, Kev, and the Princess Lorenzo.
Yes, great.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't
Prince.
forget Lorenzo.
No, Prince Lorenzo.
So he's a prince now, is he? Right.
Prince,
Okay,
Prince.
we'll take that on board. From
Yeah.
now on, he will be known as Prince Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Have you been busy?
No, today was very hot, no
Yeah.
people around.
It is.
Yeah.
But I've noticed one man is around, and that's the greatest lawyer in the world. How are you getting on with that case?
It's all right.
Not too bad. Yeah.
Not too bad.
He's very, very relaxed. He's a typical Cypriot lawyer that doesn't like to do a lot, but charge a lot. Is that right?
It is.
It is. Yes, there we are.
Number
You
one
see?
lawyer in Paphos.
He is. At least you know he's honest, because I just, called him some naughty things, and he said it is true. But he is the greatest lawyer in the world, and he's wearing a genuine Lacoste t-shirt. Mr. Chris, is yours genuine? No.
That's
There we
fake.
are. We haven't got quite
I
as
only
much
sell
money.
sponges.
Only sell sponges.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer. If I was a lawyer,
Yes, it would
I
be
shouldn't be here.
Can we show some of your sponges?
Of course
we can. Now, if you want to buy a baby sponge, these are these little ones here, okay? Now, my idea for them is you dip them in the water, which is there, and they soak up. Chris is going to do it now. Here we go. In it goes. And you could carry that and dab it on your forehead, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Keep you cool.
Sure.
But what are they designed for?
Designed for cosmetic, for the face, for peeling, to put cream, for peeling, to remove makeup. It's all, and they don't carry bacteria, they never get in mold. Just one squeeze, it's clean for the next time.
Yeah, that's right. So,
That's
if
it.
you want one, €4 each, but don't be stupid, buy 3 and get 3 for 10. If you want a sponge to bathe in the shower or perhaps in the bath, they're kicking off at around about €5. There's the little ones there. But if I was you, I would buy one at about €12, or perhaps even go for a big boy at €20. Explain the difference, Chris.
It's the size and the form. This is a whole sponge, this one. It's not
Massive
cut from a
sponge,
big
isn't it?
one.
So that's
This
as
is
it
a
comes
whole
in
sponge.
after it's been cleaned.
Yeah.
You clip it a bit,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Obviously. Yeah.
Just
So these are
a little
natural
bit.
Mediterranean sea sponges that grow out in the Mediterranean Sea, harvested, clipped a little bit. Some of them are, I'm not going to say bleach because they don't use bleach, but they use
No,
a chemical
because-
which is natural to take them from the darker colour to the lighter colour. But people come back year after year to buy sponges, and they all say the same thing, that they last a very, very long time indeed. But he doesn't just choose sponges. He sells all sorts. Big shells, little shells, shark teeth, Chevy eye, and this is one of Chris's friends. How are you? You okay? What are you eating? Ice cream? Ah, ice cream. There we are. So this is one of Chris's partners. She helps him acquire things in downtown China, and of course they get brought into downtown Paphos. There we are. Thumbs up.
What we have to say for last? Yamashak, Uzel Pirol.
No, it's Chuck Gazelle.
Çok güzel.
Chuck Gazelle. We'll see you a bit later, Chris. Superstar, greatest Mediterranean sea sponge salesman in the world. And he's standing there waiting especially for you. And next door to him is another Gumbaru, a Gumbaru in his crimes, shall we say, and he's got with him his very own blonde beauty. That's Lady Katerina, and you may have noticed that she is getting closer and closer and closer, and he's not going to measure what you think he's going to measure. He's measuring the distance between his beautiful blonde wife and of course himself. 25 centimetres. Now a couple of weeks ago it was a metre.
Before a week it was 45.
45.
Now it's 25.
25.
See that?
Yeah.
You know,
So,
you know,
you're getting closer.
It's dangerous. In 20 it's very dangerous.
Very,
Now it's
very
25.
dangerous, yeah.
At 20
Because
it's-
at 20 centimetres, she can actually get her hand in his pocket and start to steal his money. Where does the money come from? I'll tell you where it comes from. If you want a natural seashell with your name on it, there could be one there painted to your chosen desire with your name, and then you could have one of these. Look at these. These are some of these new bits and bobs, and they could be put onto a pendant or a necklace, all sorts of different colours. There can be earrings, but he's most famous for putting your name on a grain of rice and popping it onto a bracelet. And of course, one or two people have bought these bracelets, and one or two of these people have been gifted a bracelet or two. Thank you very, very much, Konstantinos. Thank you, Katerina. Superstars, if you do want to get a bracelet, sometimes there's some of them very, very busy. So come along 20 minutes before, go and get a drink somewhere, come back, and I promise you that bracelet will be waiting, especially for you. Now, there's one or two other braiders on the block. This girl is known as Jenny the Best. So if you want to pop in and have a word with her, she'll make sure that she braids the living daylights out of you. And it's around about 50 cents per centimetre, by the way. So measure your hair if you wish, or let her do it. But 50 cents per centimetre, and you're going to get a spectacality of a superstar hairstyle for your little time in downtown Paphos. Now, you may remember a chap from last year. He's known as Big Phil, and he's the man in charge of promoting one or two boat trips and Jeep safaris. Super Jumbo Glass Bottom Boat, he's in charge of that one. Blue Lagoon Cruises, he's in charge of that one. And of course the Evis Jeep Safari, and he's now got himself a customer. So we'll leave him at it. He's going to chat away. Remember, all these guys are trustworthy. They've all been here for years. And all you do is play a small deposit. Then you'll receive a phone call because they'll take your contact details. And then you will be picked up from your hotel or your complex or at a meeting point and then whisked away on the Jeep Safari or on a boat trip. The last girl on the block, shall we say, her name's not Jenny. There she is. And her name is Layla. And she's sitting here and she is going to braid the living daylights out of you. She's got a smile to die for, as you can see. And what you do is you walk up to her and say Yasun, and then you have a look at perhaps some of the pictures, some of the little designs, and then you choose the twine, the sparkly ones, there's blue ones, lots of blue ones, isn't it? And then you can have a little dive in there as well and choose out some letters or some different colours, and then sit on the chair and she will do that to you. And she'll only charge you 50 cents per centimetre. Isn't that correct? It's got a great, great smile. Thank you, thank you. Have a great, great night indeed. So, there's plenty of things for you to investigate when you're in downtown Paphos. The sky is always blue, the sea is always blue, Mr. Paul is always dressed head to toe in blue. All that's missing is you. And yes, if your name is Lord Mark of the Peacock, I'll have a pair of trousers, size 38, waiting just for you. Because as you said, you are on a diet. Let's feast our eyes and digest upon that for a view. There's two couples sitting there and they understand that they are in downtown Cato paradise. Thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. And please don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or two.